we were getting about 1.5 points of possession against their man. But their zone, we just weren't very good. And this time, I just thought, you know, they started out so hot. It was kind of a completely different deal. So I'm not sure it's a matchup issue as much as the one matchup that hurt us was when we had Chemung out there and they got 11 straight points on him. And with Kipper and with Ron Black before he got his second. And we're trying to get him out of the game, but he missed some foul shots and we couldn't get a stop. So, you know, I think that was a critical point. It's not anybody's fault, it's just a bad matchup. So I think that was a big deal, but we just didn't guard today the way we can, you know, and I think we had a point where they, I don't know what it was in the first half, but they got like 33 points on whatever it was for possessions, 32 for the game, and they only had 10 points on 22. So whatever that math is, you know, it was just ridiculous that you know, we had just kind of gone to sleep, and I just didn't think we hadn't practiced that great coming in, and we played that way.
Tim, right.
Yep.
Ron Black had a career night today. You have some long, athletic guys up front. Some other teams do. What makes him difficult to stop offensively?
Well, he was a highly rated kid out of high school. He's a good player, and he's just growing into his own. I think it takes time. I don't care who you are, or how highly your talent is. It takes time to figure out what works for you, and I'm sure Brad's been a good influence on him. Not that John wasn't, but you know, it just takes time to grow up a little bit. But Ron was terrific tonight, and that lineup, you know, didn't do us any favors right there. I mean, they got 9 offensive rebounds in the second half, and he just kept hitting shots.
Hey, Tim, how much discussion did you guys have among yourselves as a staff about changing defense in the first half? And then once you did, what did you like about the 2-3?
Yeah, we practiced the 2-3. Really, outside of that one, you know, bad matchup where they got 11 points right away, we felt like we were kind of there, even though we didn't like the way we were guarding. So as long as we could, you know, keep things close, we thought. But at halftime, I just decided, let's go out, let's throw 2-3 at them early, see what they do, and then we got a whole bunch of stops. I mean, they were still in the 20% range until way late in the game. So that helped, certainly. And we mixed in some 1-3-1 on occasion, too. But I thought, you know, we practiced that 2-3, and it's pretty good with that small lineup. So it's not like we, you know, just thought it up at halftime or anything like that.
Hey, Tim, you mentioned the pressure of the moment at times in previous games. At the end of that game, after you took a 5-point lead, do you think that had an effect with the offense?
I think it comes just to your mental readiness to compete. And so the first thing I'll look at is, you know, when you talk about mental toughness, you talk about free throws. So here we are, tie game with 6:54 to go, and we have 8 possessions. 4 of them, we go 1 out of 2 at the line each time, 4 for 8. We make a 3. Glenn misses a point-blank layup. Palmer forces a layup, and then Palmer throws it out of bounds. And that's not pressure. That's just being locked in and doing what you're supposed to do. Anything else?